On the outside, the Homestead Correctional Institution looks like most other prisons, a harsh and bleak place incarcerating people who have committed murder and other serious crimes. Venture inside, and a program like no other is healing the broken lives of a small but growing group of female inmates.
I think when I can come and teach class here in this type of facility, that I'm providing not only for myself but for them a safe place to explore who we are. And for me, it's always an exploration, and for them, it becomes a journey. And the circle that we make at the beginning of our class and at the end of our class is really a sacred circle that I feel that I can come and help create that otherwise could not be created.
For 14 years, Leslie Neal, who is a former associate professor of dance at Florida International University, has been coming here every week to teach creative movement to these inmates through her program called Inside Out. Leslie has long believed in the value of the arts to empower women, even those who have been incarcerated and radically cut off from society.
I have a natural life sentence, and I've done 8 years. And my first year, I was ready to kill myself because I felt I had no future. And this program has brought me out of myself. I'm involved in many programs now because of this program. I'm teaching music class, teaching people how to play the piano. I'm a teacher's aide. I'm teaching people in school to help get them their GED. And without this program, I would probably be still sitting in my bed.
I think this program is really good because it teaches you a form of release. When I was home, I did writing, but I didn't do that much of it. I didn't do anything creative. But coming here and participating in the class, it helps me realize that instead of building up anger or building up resentment and unforgiveness and all that, you can write it out. You can dance it out. You can talk it out.
The Broward and Homestead Correctional Institutions, where Leslie Neal has taught these classes, have not always welcomed her. But things have changed since her first days, when prison officials thought Inside Out was frivolous and that Leslie wouldn't last too long.
Just from the attitudes of the inmates on the compound, I see a difference. I see that with them being involved in this, they have another channel in which they can go and express themselves. And this, I'm sure it's reduced violence. It's given them a chance to go and instead of saying things, let's maybe say, put it in writing, write a poem or something like that that'll help them get away from acting out irrationally.
For 14 years now, many of the inmates have been sharing their innermost selves with Leslie Neal. These stories recently came to life on stage at Miami's Gusman Center for the Performing Arts. The project, called Any One of Us, Words from Prison, was conceived by playwright Eve Ensler of the Vagina Monologues fame. It was staged and directed by Leslie Neal. Some of the actors on stage were former inmates.
Have you ever forgotten your name? Well, I have.
It is crucial that people listen to the stories of women in prison and hear what has actually led them on those journeys. Obviously, crimes, we're not saying people should commit crimes and that people aren't responsible for their actions. But what we are saying here is that things happen in women's lives repeatedly: violence, abuse, rape, incest, degradation, poverty, lack of resources, lack of opportunities, and all of that has an impact. And if you don't have anyone guiding you in another direction, who knows what will happen? It can happen to any one of us.
It's evident that ArtSpring has helped heal the lives of these women who have taken part in it. And understandably, Leslie Neal has also reaped the inner rewards of this work.
Of course, I've learned to really appreciate my life and my freedom. Every time I take a bubble bath, or I eat a pizza, or I go to the movies, or just walk my dogs, I realize what I have. And there's so much that all of those things have been taken away from these women here. So certainly a sense of gratitude in my life, and a sense of, I think giving to others really does equate happiness. So it's made me very happy.
It's less about me. I understand that I affect my community in some way. It's not just the taking, it's the giving back. And one of the things that Leslie has really shown us is that, you know, someday you're going to be out of prison. Someday I'm going to be your neighbor. So what's it worth to you to make me the best neighbor that you can have? Well, it's also the idea that we have in here, you know. You're my neighbor in here. What can I do to make you my best neighbor in here?